Have you ever wondered, why do we act so weird with the people that we like? We call it fate, we call it love. We say things like, I just feel so connected to this person. But what if I told you that that pull you feel toward them is not magic? It's actually your wound calling you home. Because honestly, obsession was never built from love. It's built from a deeper desire of wanting to be chosen, of wanting to be wanted, of wanting to finally be enough. And so today we're going to gently uncover where that longing comes from and how to flip the switch so you can change this once and for all. So why do we obsess over the people and the things that we obsess about? You may think that that obsession that you feel has chosen you, as if you have no choice, as if there has been a spell that's just been cast upon your nervous system. But science would say otherwise, because according to the social exchange theory, our brain subconsciously assigns value to the people in our lives. So if someone is hard to get, if someone is emotionally distant, if someone is just a little bit too good for us, inverted commas, their value skyrockets in our minds. And this imbalance flips the switch. We begin chasing them like they're the prize, even if it makes us feel bad. But why do we do this? It's a deeper story at play here, and it's usually to do with your self-worth. And so people that have a shaky self-esteem, they will overvalue other people and undervalue themselves. And naturally, once this imbalance is imprinted, that obsession actually becomes value distortion. Imagine you're dating someone who constantly makes it feel like you're on trial. They're hot one day, they're cold the next, they're in and out, they're shaking it all about. And you then go above and beyond. You call too much, you do too much, you try and win them back. Why? Because you've assigned such a high value to this person. But the plot twist is they didn't change. You did. You fell into value distortion, which is a psychological state where scarcity and inconsistency increase perceived value. And it's not that they're better, it's that your brain is now addicted to the chase. But underneath this chase is something much older. A childhood wound, a familiar pain, and psychologists will call this the core wound. So I'm not good enough, love is hard, love will always leave. And so when you are shown that pattern and it's mirrored back to you, your nervous system sets on fire. Not because it's healthy, but because it's familiar. The distance, the hot and cold, the conditional love. It actually feels safer in a way. And in that moment, the obsession is not even about them anymore. It's about healing the version of you that still believes that love has to be painful in order for it to be real. Now, at this point, logic fades. Forget Jesus taking the wheel. Honey, your emotions have taken the wheel. You are up and down, in and out, shaking it all about. You've got the dopamine hit from a rare compliment. You look gorgeous today and you're flying. You've got the cortisol crash of them pulling away. And this is the emotional addiction. You're chemically wired to chase what is familiar, even if it's painful, because at one point that did feel like home. And the thing about scarcity is that it's one of our brain's most powerful motivators. And so if there is distance, if someone does pull away, naturally you feel like you want to prove yourself to that person. It's almost like saying, please love me, please choose me, please be there for me. And what a Yale behavioral study found was that indifference, not rudeness, but emotional neutrality actually triggers a thing called the primal chase. Because when you are no longer partaking in the games of the ego, any toxic or narcissistic games, you are becoming magnetic and deeply rooted in your own self-worth. Because you're no longer attracted to it. It's no longer exciting to you anymore. And so whether you're dating or whether you're in sales, that energy has a gravitational pull towards it, because you're not trying to win anyone. You're not trying to win anything. You're just becoming the type of person that people will naturally choose. So you try to detach, you block them, you delete them, you say a million affirmations on repeat like a maniac, and yet still they're running through your mind rent-free. Because we're not addicted to the person usually, or even the situation. It's the feelings that come with it. The sadness, the jealousy, the anger. And so what do? We check their Instagram, look at their new girl, find ways to punish ourselves, because that's what is the most familiar to our nervous system. But it's never about removing the person, it's about understanding the pattern. And until we understand that, no amount of blocking, no amount of deleting is going to fix that trigger. And I do kind of feel a little bit hypocritical talking about this right now because I did just block someone a few days ago. However, a few things can be true at the same time. Do I believe that blocking someone and deleting their number just immediately means that they escape your mind and you never think about them again? No, of course not. Do I believe that whether you're in a toxic situation or whether you're in a breakup or whether you're in a healthy connection, that there's something there for you to learn and there is a lesson in this disaster or this breakup or whatever it is? Absolutely. And so we use it, because we do not learn about ourselves from ourselves. We learn about ourselves from other people. They are mirroring back to us our own disbelief, our own shortcomings, our own unworthiness that we feel. And so no matter the circumstance, no matter how aggravated you may be with that person, there has to be gratitude for them to show you what you need to work on to level up, okay? And so there's that. But then also, I also believe you can do all of the healing in the world. You can do all of the meditation and humming until your heart's desire. But if you've given chance after chance, sometimes when that boundary has been violated, the block button is there for a reason. And so this is really where I want to come into and talk about how to flip this switch once and for all. And so we need to understand that the core root of attachment is fear. So we cling on to people. Please stay with me. Please love me. Please choose me, right? Out of fear that they're going to leave one day, and then what ends up happening. And the core root of detachment is trust. There's just not enough trust. So you don't trust they're going to be there. You don't trust they're going to do the things they say they were going to do. And so you pull away and you back off. Hello to all of my fellow avoidants out there. But it really doesn't matter whether you're an avoidant, whether you're attached, whether you're anxious, whatever. We all just want the same thing. Every single person on this planet just wants love and connection. And so how do we begin to diffuse this obsession and actually begin to come home to ourselves once and for all? And so the first thing is beginning to increase your self-worth. And I need you to get radically honest about where you are and where you have been. Because then and only then can you begin to increase your self-worth. And I'll give you an example. A lot of people are not honest about their behaviors in situations, in relationships, how they show up. They kind of delude themselves that they've done nothing wrong. And if you're one of those people like, oh, I've done nothing wrong, but you're consistently in and out of relationships and just not successful, there's a common denominator. So you need to be honest. Did you treat that person good enough? Did you treat yourself good enough? Were you a doormat? Get radically honest with yourself. Because then from that, you can then begin to build your self-esteem. Like, okay, do you know what? I didn't deserve that treatment, and so now I'm going to instill into my mind, I deserve beautiful things. I deserve a beautiful life. I deserve and can hold and maintain a beautiful, healthy, loving, and successful relationship. I deserve someone that worships me, that loves me, that chooses me. I deserve a beautiful and long-term and happy ever after. I deserve that. Then you can start to build your self-worth with instilling into your mind through repetition that you deserve all of these beautiful things. Whatever it is that you had and you didn't like, you just say the opposite. And then you have those boundaries, making sure that you know what your red lines are, making sure that you know when a line has been overstepped, that you are not going to go back on your word just because you have a desire to be loved by someone. You have to have a desire to be so self-respected and so self-rooted, more than your desire to be loved by someone else. You have to be good alone, because you are the only person that you're going to be with for the rest of your life. Until you have only got you the rest of your life. So you better like yourself, honey. You better love yourself. You better respect yourself, because nobody else is going to if you don't, right? That's number one. Now, the second thing is, I know when you like someone, and guys, I've just done this, and honestly, I'm ashamed. I'm embarrassed of myself. But I really like someone, and instead of me like being normal, I lose my mind. I go brain dead. I don't know what I'm saying. I slip up. I say all this stupid stuff because I like them so much that I just get very strange. I don't know if anybody has that experience. Just drop a comment down below if you have. But what I will say is, after coming out of that, you have to treat them normal. You cannot behave like a fan and not expect to get treated as if you are a fan, right? If you treat them like they're the star, they're going to treat you like a fan. Now, this is not to say that when you are in a healthy and loving, committed relationship, that making your person feel like they are the king or the queen of the world, like they can take on the world, absolutely. But that's when it's been proven that it will be reciprocated. That if you go about your day and anticipate their needs and want to make them feel so special and so chosen and like a king, like they can do anything, then you know it's going to be reciprocated. You also are treated like a queen. You also get everything that you want. You're also fully provided for and fully taken care of. But what I mean is by treat them normal is to not put them up here and you down here. The difference is when you are together and you treat them like they can take on the world, they believe they can and then they want to give you the world. And that's the difference. And that's okay. I think a lot of women, they don't want to make their man feel special. They don't want to make their man feel like the king or the prize or whatever. Now, the third one is understanding and recognizing your emotional addiction. Are you addicted to anger? How often throughout the day, if someone gets your delivery wrong, if someone doesn't text back quick enough, like how angry are you throughout the day? How happy are you throughout the day? Like there's people that are addicted to joy and they find the joy when it starts raining and they're happy to dance in the rain. Or if someone else is addicted to anger, that same rain can ruin their day because of their addiction. So what is your general emotional baseline throughout the day? Because let's say you are drawing in a relationship and you're miserable now. You are not a vibrational match for someone that's happy and joyful and playful and loving and kind and romantic because you're angry. They don't want to be with someone like that. So be honest about where you're at and try each and every day to increase that emotional baseline. Try each and every day to find joy in the most mundane things, to romanticize your life, to do the breath work, do the mirror work, fall in love with yourself, get busy. If you don't have anything to do on the weekends, go and find shit to do. You've got this. You don't have to wait for that person to choose you when you have chosen you. So if you're stuck, if you're spiraling, if you feel ashamed, if you feel embarrassed, please, please, please don't shame yourself. You're learning. This is all of our first time. It's okay. It's going to be okay. You can revise anything. You can fix anything. You can change anything if you want. But don't try and be manifesting this person back, if you are, from a state of obsession. Work on yourself, build yourself up where you feel untouchable, where you feel magnetic, where you feel chosen, where you feel adored. And gradually either that person will rise or someone better will come along, because you literally cannot lose if you do not quit. So I trust this video helped you manifest. If you found this video at the right time, then subscribe, because we are building a community where we're not chasing love anymore. We already are the love that we seek. So you're worthy, you are loved. I love you and thank you.